hope we're live. I should probably do this over here. So that way. Okay. Let's pull this up quick. Okay, let's see. How do I sound? I sound okay, I think. Okay, so now I just need to wait. Hey, Little Big Corner, how's it going? Well, I am finally back. So, I got super excited because when I pulled open the game, it literally says, this is not for children or people who are easily disturbed. So, I don't know what exactly I got myself into, but it should be fun. Let's see. Do I have the at least the chat pops up there. Is the text box not working? Kicks door down, did somebody say waffles? I don't recall anyone saying waffles, but I'm always down for some waffles. Display capture webcam chats. Yeah, the text box is dysfunctional. How much do we care that it's dysfunctional? Let's see. Okay. You're here to see some anime girls and apparently disturbing things. Okay, Discord, alerts, chat. So it should be working, I think. It has been a very long time. Okay, let's see. I also couldn't really figure out how exactly to change the whatchamacallit thing. The thumbnail. So it's just going to be Nick's face in Persona 5 until one of my better halves changed it for me. Like an all-seeing god, but just like a real god. Say nothing more to us humans. Look at that with my beautiful screensaver. Do I have Steam Labs already downloaded? That is not what I was picturing. I don't see it. I'm just going to re-download. Okay, so how many of you, Little Bighorner, if you watched gameplay of this, do you know what kind of havoc I'm about to unleash? I don't know what's... That's the alert box. So now I can go into here, click on alerts. So in theory, I don't even know what that is. Okay, let's see. Google. There it is. Okay, let's see. Test. it work? Did it work? Okay, cool. So that one works. So now I just need to go to guess all widgets. Chat box. That's the one. Okay, copy. Yeah, I probably still had it set to when we were on Twitch. Fixed. Okay. Hopefully that worked. If not, my bad, I suck. I've been pretty good. Thanks for asking, Little Big Horner. So my kinda boss, she's the director or the coordinator of wound care. She's on vacation for the next 2 weeks. So I've both been having to do all of the floor nursing and doing the actual treatments like I usually do, on top of documenting everything that happens. So I've been having a lot of late days this week. So I was happy to see that I was able to get out on time today so I can still do this. But the good news is my facility I work at hasn't had a positive COVID case since January, so we should be pretty good at this point. Aha! Okay, so it looks like I fixed the chat box. The alerts are on. The game is ready. Why don't we start this magical experience that is Doki Doki Literature Club? From my understanding, it is just these 4 characters and the guy. So my plan is I'm going to use my regular voice for the guy, and we can kind of choose the 4 different girl voices that I can actually do. Thank you. Yes, I did do it. I did do it. Let's see. Happy to tell you that in the month since I've last spoken to you, nothing about me has changed. I've gotten no smarter, my ideas still suck, and I'm still not funny. Status quo maintained. I would say you're funny, and you've also accomplished doing all those Valkyrie battles in God of War, and I hear that that is nothing to sniff at. Okay, let's see. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Okay, so I don't think that I will probably be finishing a full playthrough tonight. At least I shouldn't, considering I still have to wake up at like 5:30 tomorrow. But if I get carried away, I get carried away, and we finish it, you know? Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. And like I said before, I'm going to let you guys decide my path and hope it doesn't scar me too much. Yeah, I don't think anyone's really been up to anything lately because of COVID, and they're not really allowed to. let's see. So I think all of the audio sounds good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these bad boys out that I'm watching from my phone. And put on the actual live headphones because I can hear better that way. And then I actually know if voice acting is already being had by the game before I start already talking over it. That was more so just so I can hear myself. Okay, don't need you anymore. Oh, I'm scared. I'm actually legitimately scared. Let's see. So I'm imagining what I'm probably going to do, since I only have a varied amount of female voices. This dark-haired girl, I'm probably going to do that kind of that voice that I gave for Celeste, where it's just kind of very weird-like, because I'm a little gothic and weird. This little happy, cheery one here, she's kind of giving me the Chihiro vibes, so I'll probably have her do that like really soft and whispery voice. I'll probably give this pink hair girl my typical female voice, you know, it's nothing special. And like this one is gonna be really, really like, oh my gosh, okay. And we're just gonna roll with it like that, probably. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Here we go. We're gonna start it. Please enter your name. G dude. 'Cause I'm a golden dude, boy. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention that she might draw toward herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Oh boy. It's the Chaz voice. Exactly. It is the voice acting that we know so well. And I'm excited because there's only 4 characters. I can handle that. Danganronpa, I'm going to have to, you know, figure out how the heck to maintain voices so much. I'm going to see if I can convince my fiance to actually stream with me for once, and she can handle some of the girl voices for me. Okay. Let's see, we used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh my gosh. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, G-Dude. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Wait. Oh, wait. Sorry. That was actually my voice. If I'm waiting for you, I don't want people to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. So you know what that means. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Voice acting supreme, thank you. Like I said, 4 characters, Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I have multiple voices. You know, I have like, what, 8 females that I have in my chamber somewhere? By the way, G-Dude, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm really not interested in joining any clubs unless it's the club. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about, you know, like, yeah, no, totally. Oh, what's that? You enjoy minimal characters, so you don't need a ton of voices? Next time I do something, if I do, I'm intentionally adding 80 women to spite you. You know what? You go ahead and do that. I will probably start just doing general voices because my voice box here isn't that talented in like a huge range. Let's see, yeah. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime, baby. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any social skills before college. Yeah, there's just so many, and now there's like all those bears in 3 that I'm like, oh my gosh, I was already stretching myself thin here. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an uncultured swine and I don't know what NEET stands for, but if anyone would like to educate anyone who might not know, let them know in the chat. Yeah. You trust me, right? Honestly, I don't trust any of these characters because all of them look pretty innocent. Like, the only one I can see being, like, super disturbing is the black hair one, but I feel like that's a red herring. Hi, Grog Games. How you doing? Now, how much experience do you have with this game? I've only watched, like, this intro before, and then I stopped watching because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself, because I know this game is supposed to get wildly crazy. Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Yeah, so Game Grumps was who I watched starting playing it, but then after like the very first episode, I stopped watching because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself because I like playing these type of games. I'm not sure if you've ever joined or saw any of the Danganronpa that I streamed, but I had a good time with it. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. You know, if you promise, whatever, hope to die. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. So what made me play this game? I think, like, at this point it was 2 years ago. Someone suggested it while I was playing Danganronpa. And I was just like, oh yeah, but I was so caught up in Danganronpa that I wanted to finish that. And then my streaming became very inconsistent. And I luckily, most of my friends that I talk to do not care much for this genre, so they wouldn't spoil it, and it's not terribly hard to avoid Doki Doki spoilers when you're actively not looking at things from Doki Doki. Let's see, you don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. America won the Revolutionary War? Come on, man. I didn't get to that part of literature yet. Since she was the... yeah. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I mean, so far, I really relate to this character. I don't know if it's my ADHD that I have that makes me not like reading that much. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, you know, because I'm a furry. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Please, don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. She probably learned it in one of the books that she read. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake. Okay? Yeah, let's go! She seems so cheery. Like, I can't see her story going crazy. Like, do all of them go batshit crazy, or is it just hers in particular? Like, hers is good and the rest get weird, or if it's just one is insanely weird, or I honestly, I'm scared for this game. Right? She is doing that trade offer pose. You know, just nothing in particular sticks out to me, you know? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, you know what? Depending if they're... Okay, in the chat, what flavor cupcake is best? Chocolate is my opinion, because chocolate is basically crack to me. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, unless I'm going to smoke some weed, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! The new member is here, everyone! I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Hold on. Is that... Let's see. I guess she will be my whispery voice. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh my gosh, G-Dude, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. There are so many hot girls. This club is amazing. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Otsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people with Sayori and Natsuki. What are you looking at? Not you, shorty! Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Now, who's your other friend? And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, G-Dude. Now, see, I feel like with how, like, cheery she is, she's probably gonna be the most messed up. She smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we've rarely talked. We just banged, you know? But we were in the same class last year. Ooh, oops. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, very athletic. Like, her thighs just kept squeezing. Basically completely out of my league. Oh, buddy, we can get you laid if we want to. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little like butterflies are in my stomach. You too, Monica. Come sit down, G-Dude. Come sit down, G-Dude. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there was one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Man, this is why you're not getting laid. You gotta take action. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? This seems like such a fake smile. Like, I feel like she put laxatives in these cupcakes and she's just waiting for me to explode. Ta-da! Ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. What a dweeb. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Too quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Maybe, but not for you. You know, you, Tony. You know, it was supposed to be for a female friend because that's how I roll. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Duh. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone! Ooh, a teaser announcement. That's right, after who knows how long, I'm making a new story. I've wanted to do this forever now. It's about... Oh, just kidding. You have been JBA'd. There is no story. I feel cheated. It's not April Fool's, you know. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, I wanted to like start a cult and stuff, you know, weird shit. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events, talk about how beautiful I am. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. comments too. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Okay, well, you can definitely do a story when you feel like it. Yeah, it probably isn't good to have a side story within a story-based game. It would just confuse everybody. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You know, fun and pretty. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Banging me. I mean literature. About banging. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature. Let's see, for now, here's a short tale. Once upon a time, there was a dude who made a story about a wizard who solved all of her problems with ex machinas and other BS. He ditched her. The end. What an epic tale indeed. Suchi dude, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Please enjoy comics too. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What did I say? I'm not gonna read. I can barely read. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger, slowly and suggestively. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. See, I feel like she's gonna be a freak. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. You know what? Horror is one of the games I've been playing, so we can kind of connect on that. I've read a horror book once. It scared the shit out of me. I desperately grasp something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. You know, just sheer stone. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Okay, New York Times. Let's see. I was on the way to give some random ass book no one has ever heard before the best-selling award. Hey, it can happen, my friend. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud, please, for the love of God. Gigi's deck! Just kidding. Hey, give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes for your poems? Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? That's pretty dope. Well, I guess sometimes, maybe. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. I was always so bad at poetry. I don't know if it was because I just don't articulate very well, if you haven't noticed. Words escape me a lot. But I would always end up trying to make it sarcastic too, because I never liked being forced to actually do it. So it was always just kind of a big mess. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You shouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I'm out. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. It'll be like totes fun and adorbs. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, G-Dude? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. I don't know how to write. What's that? If you dig up a new story, Betty's staying buried. Surprise, surprise. But having a character with magic makes it hard not to solve their problems through some contrived BS. Yeah, it's true, because like magic opens the whole world of like unexplainable events that just kind of make it impossible to not have a really weird reason to why magic revived a person and such. It's kind of like going back in time. It just all of a sudden makes this weird time loop of like you're invincible because you can always change the past. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. What color panties are all you guys wearing? I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Dude, why are you doing this? You all... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Writing a magical character is fun. Writing a good one is less so. Yeah, I can see that, because, you know, you can kind of have the magical person do whatever you want, but to actually have an interesting story and character arc, you have to have a lot of history and other things. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. I'm glad your internet's back. I hope the stream isn't too choppy or anything. I should have really good internet, so it shouldn't be any issue on my end in terms of internet access or computer strength, because this bad boy, she's a beaut. I birthed her to perfection. You know, not to sound too weird about how passionate I am with my computer. You really did scare me for a moment. And I love horror, if you know what I mean. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club! Thanks, I guess? Every one of the girls gained like an inch in height after he said he'd join. I mean, you know, they perked up. You know, first you're slouching and sad, and then you're like, oh, yes, I'll have more cake. Yeah, no, it's just kind of the intros of everything. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. It's a little bit harder. Do you already, have you seen a playthrough of this? Do you need an explanation of what the characters are? This little hot chick right here, she's the president. I gave her an airhead voice because, you know. Why, hello there, Simon Barrels, not bagels. I don't know. Clearly my head's thinking about food. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jaden, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself with your body and such. I have heard just the craziest things of this, but I have not spoiled myself with anything, so I am completely blind here. And I'm gonna let you guys, because I'm pretty sure there's like choices that I can make to kind of choose which girl I'll be hooking up with, and you know, if that's what it's considered. And I think depending on who you choose will change how the story develops into dark, creepy abyss. But I'm looking forward to this experience very much. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Probably not. She's the president? Why don't I see Twitter users arguing about whether or not she's an amazing president or a horrible one? Thank you. Thank you. It hasn't been too terribly hard for me because a lot of my friends aren't really into the visual novel games, so they didn't spoil it for me. And then when I saw someone was posting like a video of it or something, I just didn't watch it and stayed away because I wanted to stay pure for when I finally got the chance to actually stream this bad boy. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean off their food. Hey, G-Dude! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Which girl am I going to try and hook up with? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Oh man. Monica, will I really be happy spending every day after school in her literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I wonder. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. One can only hope I actually write a poem. Ooh, okay, poetry. Oh my gosh, I'm actually writing words. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, chat, this is up to you. Who am I trying to impress? Let me know. And also kind of let me know what words I need to pick, because I don't know. I've never played this game before. Okay, we're gonna start writing a poem. Once I know a name we're supposed to be targeting. So we got cute girl who likes anime stuff as well, some manga. We got cute innocent Iori. Impress whoever you find most attractive or something. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Do you have any suggestions, Simon Barrels? Oh boy. Okay, let's see. So Sugar probably is Natsuki. Amazing, clumsy dream. Vertigo. That's a weird one. I was just asking who do you want me to try to impress? I was going to try and have the chat decide. Yeah, so if you have any word or something you want me to be aiming for, or one of the girls' names. Everyone's good for Yuri. Okay. Yuri. So what would Yuri like? Yuri was the horror and imaginative person. So she would probably like Dream or Climax. Okay, so not Yuri. Okay, yeah, avoid that one, I'd say. Okay, so what word should I go for? Sugar, because I'm sure that would be Natsuki since she bakes. Okay, so we're gonna go for Sayori. Okay, so what Amazing scream Sayori because she's so happy and preppy. Do we agree with this? Or clumsy. She's clumsy. Right? Because she's an airhead. Oh man, this is scary. This is scary. Amazing. Yes! Okay, I got it. Okay. Blanket, music, broken, secretive, unstable, whirlwind, vivacious, feather. Honestly, I'm down if you just pick the best words and let the chips fall where they do. Okay. We're going YOLO. Vivid question. Poof. Let's see. I know she likes horror, so frightening would not be good. Boop or silly? Boop or silly? Boop. Damn it. Smile. Sweet. Oh, I like giggle. That's a nice one. Ooh, candy. Yes, please. Ooh, nightgown. Suicide? Oh my gosh, who would choose that as their favorite word? Ribbon. Ooh, sunsets are pretty. Death. I like that there's literally sunset and death are right next to each other. Cheeks, loud, sensation. Ooh, passion. Yes. How come the president isn't like a picture on here? Socks. Pure. Kawaii. Kawaii. That's warm. Oh my gosh. Ooh, dance. I'm totally dance. If you know me. Dark. Despise. You know what? I like comfort. I comfort a lot of people at work. I like it when you call me Big Papa. You know what? Fun. Okay. Games. Ooh, puppy. Parfait. Why? Clouds. Okay, it's either Natsuri or what's her name? Sayori, right? Natsuki or Sayori. Oh my god, I totally forgot to rate that one text box. Oops. Glad to see it didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, G-Dude. Right? It's terrifying. You know what? You say it's adorable. I've heard that this gives you nightmares. And literally it had a warning saying it is not for those who are easily disturbed. So I know it gets weird. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. So if I make a new story someday, I need a new main character. Well, I guess I'm gonna go think over as I watch this stream. Oh, good. Oh, good. Get your inspiration from this hot mess. It wants you to think it disturbs you? Okay. Okay, if you say so. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manaka and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Jude always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and so distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? I didn't notice. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jidun become good friends too. Sayori, don't make me friends with this bitch. I mean, your lovely friend here. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, bang, discuss it, if you wanted. I like how shy she is, but I don't think she would have been my first pick anyway. You know how I am. I like the girls with the big boobs and the preppy attitudes, you know, that type of a thing. Right? She is really sweet. I like her. I like all these characters so far. None of them seem like annoying, which is good. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I won't read shit. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Oh, jeez. I did not mean to do that. I look forward to hearing what you think. Travis is someone who loves a positive attitude and big boob. I mean, if you remember my Danganronpa, who was my waifu? Hina. Big boobs, positive attitude swimmer girl. Yeah, that's my type. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. And that's why my fiancé is beautiful. Yeah. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I don't know, the book that she just gave you, you dummy? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Thank you. You know, great ideas come from somewhere. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read at the moment, as I need to use the book to firmly press down the boner that I got. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? You would not find me dead in a literature club. Like, I'm not sure if you were here when I was first saying it, but with my ADHD, I am not by any means a reading person. It has to be a very good book that I'm very interested in for me to actually finish the book. Yeah, no, I hear ya. I literally failed it in 6th grade because I would fall asleep during the class on accident because it just was not my thing. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling, thinking of cupcakes. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I, MC, have cracked the code, Instead of making a new character, I can just reuse an old character who had lots of potential. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And honestly, it's been so long, I probably won't even remember the old character anyway, unless it was one of the main characters. It's been a very long time since I've streamed myself. Usually I'm only part of it when, like, Pat or Nick is already streaming. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Hi! Speaking of seeing the world through your eyes... I open my eyes to find Sayori's face, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club.
Does our school have a napping club? I would totally. Well, thank you, little bighorner. I miss streaming too. It's difficult for me since I'm always with my fiance during the weekend nights, and then Mondays I work really late, so I'm usually not in a very good streaming mood, even if I do get home at a okay hour to do things. And then Tuesday is Pat's day, and then Wednesday I'm here, and then Thursday we end up recording a lot of stuff usually. So, you know, I'm very limited in the days that I'm actually able to record. But I'm hoping that I can at least start streaming a little more consistently than once every few months. Because I do really enjoy streaming, and I have just an arsenal of games. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of random little streams this weekend, because this weekend is when Mike is actually coming here to visit. So all 5 of us dudes are going to be at my apartment next weekend. So you can bet that there's going to be a lot of recording and a lot of streams that'll probably happen. It'll be fun. Let's see, yeah.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, be very excited. Yeah, you'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. I don't watch anime. I don't know this girl.
It's true though.
Yeah, but she doesn't like anime, you idiot. It must have been what Nick was saying in his stream. Probably. I wasn't watching it, so yeah. I was busy doing other things and stuff, you know, prepping my apartment for everyone to come. But I'm looking forward to it. The shenanigans will begin Friday night. I don't know if we'll be streaming Friday night because Mike will have been in an airport and traveling for 4 hours, so he might not be in the mood to stream Friday night. But Saturday, I can almost guarantee will be something. We already have a few things planned, but I will not spoil what our plans are. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. I know my fiance. She was a little tipsy when she was a little tipsy, but she did promise me that she would try and attempt streaming with me at least once. So I'm trying to determine a good game to start her off with, because Danganronpa would freak the shit out of her, and she would never agree to do it again. And, you know, might leave me in the process, because there's a lot to explain in that game. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. I could start with Animal Crossing. Would you guys be interested in an Animal Crossing stream? I honestly don't even know what we would do. It'd probably be real casual, you guys in the chat, probably interrogating her with a bunch of questions, and her answering. That would be fun, a double date stream. That would be very interesting. Pat and Bridget would have the upper hand because Jenny does not play video games at all. Like, I had her play Call of Duty not too long ago, and she literally failed the time, like the tutorial time thing, because she took too long to do it. And this was Modern Warfare 2. I did, but you know. I figured, I didn't say what we were doing, though. I just said that we were getting together and that we were going to stream and record stuff. I did not spoil anything in terms of, oh boy. Yeah. Who called the cops on us? That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. Yeah. See, usually he's only worried about Matt's streams, but I can spoil things too, Nick. Why was it a secret that we were all getting together? Because they still don't know what we are going to be streaming. I kept all of our actual plans a secret. I was just excited that we were all getting together. My bad. And I also figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to have them have a heads up that we'll be streaming this weekend, because we usually don't stream on weekends. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's none of your damn business. It's a secret.
I actually guessed pretty close. I knew it.
Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I
can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. I tried making a thumbnail for your Doki with the transparent PNGs don't want to work, so enjoy the worlds. Let's see,
how is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Get yourself together. God, it's okay. I can probably get out of this. They are staying at my apartment after all. They can't get too mad at me. Red is the character, huh? Okay. Good to know. Now I'll just have to look back at all of our old streams and read all about Red and see if there's any consistencies or not. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Okay. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. Okay, let's see. You're reading this game, it's gonna take you 20 hours. Hey! I can ignore the chat more if you want. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever even notice it.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? What a dick! I hope he gets slapped right here. He deserves it for sure. Oh, you don't need to do that. I basically scrapped most of the old lore other than the planet she's from, which I'm willing to explain some other time. Okay.
That's super mean.
It was really mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? GDudez Savage. This is how I imagine Matt communicate. I should have just named the character Matt. Because let's be serious, Matt would also join a literature club just to talk to some girls. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
They had been friends for a really long time, but like, you're a boy. You could have dated her. You're literally just telling her why you specifically are not letting her, why she's not dating material. I guess?
Be careful. The button might come off.
Ooh, why is this one so hard to close? Your tits aren't that big. I struggle to fully button her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
How long of friends do you have to be with someone before you're just like, my boobs are bigger, this is great? Such an interesting friendship, really. Don't say that out loud. This is true horror here. Hey, nothing's more scary than a woman, okay? Anyway, you look much better now, so squeeze, squeeze. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that?
And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
And why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this.
I mean, I would feel uncomfortable if some random dude was doing that to Jenny, I guess.
And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Let's see. Reason you scrapped Red's old lore was because it kind of relied on the old lore as a whole to really work, and I just felt like I could improve it. I'm down for a new lore, because that other one got very convoluted very quickly. Fine. It's a deal.
Yay! I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori. That is weird. What's the thumbnail? Mike, what did you do? I just saw that it was something world.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Huh? Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? You didn't miss the reveal? Oh gosh.
Yay! Yay! Gee, dude, I can't wait to read yours!
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. It's just the transparent background didn't work, so it looks like a 4-year-old made it. The reveal. Oh geez. It's gonna be successful. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. The much better notebook. Everyone knows that. This might be too much for my innocent mind. I'm terrified. Beryl said that it was gonna be okay, that it was just a cute and adorable game. He wouldn't lie to me. I know he wouldn't. Let's see, I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem to first? Oh lord. Okay, so there were a lot of Sayori and Natsuki bounces. So does that mean I should pick one of them who I think... Am I supposed to pick the person who I think will enjoy it the most? Or does it really not matter who I pick? I don't want... The only scary part is having to choose between these amazingly sweet girls. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll just go Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. My dick hardens for your face. May I touch your blazer again?
Oh my goodness! This is so good, dude!
What?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori, I was thinking of you the entire time. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, I felt your poem. I felt you inside of me.
Let's see. Let's see. Out a straight road and ended as spaghetti tied in knots. I can get why you called it convoluted. That's another reason why I ditched it. Yeah, there were just a lot of layers in it, and then because it was always like within different streams of continuing the story, it got hard to follow at times, especially because I'm also distracted playing games and trying to focus on other things too. Let's see.
It's not just a poem. It's a G-Dude poem, and that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
It was just...
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, G-Dude. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
So far, I probably like Sayori, or... I mean, like, Sayori's just been the one they've been focusing on the most, and I just like her bubbly attitude, and she's kind of like a cute little innocent girl. So I'd probably say Sayori so far, and then I don't really have much interaction between Natsuki or Monica yet. I'm leaning Natsuki to Monica to Yuri. Just, I don't know. Smart people I just don't get along with too well. What can I say? They make me feel threatened and dumb. Let's see. Yeah. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleeping from my eyes. Are you asking to come out and play? Are you trusting to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You know what? It was beautiful. It was straight to the point. I understand her imagery. It was perfect. Beautiful. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. What traits do Matt and Matt from Wii Sports have in common? I don't know. What do they have in common?
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
She's so innocent. How could this game get corrupted? Nothing. They are literally polar opposites. Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. By the way, do you have her digits? The disturbiness is a beam. It's an effing cute game, bro. Okay, you know what? When you put it like that, I believe you.
The next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, I guess I'll just go down the line then.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Huh? Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Wii Sports Matt is a born, tried, and a true winner. A warrior. Other Matt is, well, you know. Hey, Matt's a warrior and a winner in his own right. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
Okay, so does the text change depending on what words I made? Like, since a lot popped up for her, I'm guessing that means that she liked my poem. Whereas if I chose everything Yuri's way, would she have been like, this is such a shit poem. Get yourself together. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so...
That's pretty cool.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important and shit.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess.
It slightly matters. Okay.
Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. You know what? With her being all of, like, the happy clouds and stuff, I was expecting a little more creativity out of hers than that. But, you know what? You go, girl.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
You know what? That poem spoke to me. Because I like monkeys, and they do climb. And people can try, but they just will not climb as well. I totally get what she's saying. Because all these things are great at doing one specific task. And people will just never amount to that kind of a task. They might have one or two of the abilities, but they'll never have all of them. And you might always envy what somebody else has. Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Also, he finally came up with Red's real name because it wasn't obvious Red isn't her real name. That'd be dumb. And more importantly, it'd make me look dumb, which I already am. But you get it. You know what? That was my analysis of her poem, and I'm sticking to it.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did, I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. Like, being 18 means nothing to me. I don't really, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, time to disappoint Yuri, because I made her bounce once. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? You need to make them all bounce exactly an even amount of times and see what happens. I mean, it's virtually impossible given there's 3 bouncies and 20 things, because Monica's face wasn't even there. Okay, you go attend your matters. We will be here. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, excuse me. It's just there are specific writing habits about are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. I guess that makes sense, right? Because you think that, like, one way of writing is more sophisticated than, like, I can say the word potato. So you try to be a little more creative than what you really are, so then you kind of exaggerate it, and then they kind of just see the fake personality within your writing. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Hey, this isn't the worst thing. There's worse things than sitting through these literatures. Like, the other one said, I want breakfast. That's inspirational. I also want breakfast. breakfast for dinner is very underrated, in my opinion. It might take some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Right? Breakfast for dinner is amazing. Breakfast food is so good. I'm just too lazy to make it in the morning. Like having to clean up all the bacon grease? No, thank you. But if you make me bacon, you got my heart for life, baby. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Very smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. Nothing in this game is scary, guys. The game has multiple endings. Cute, adorable, and happy. Aww. Maybe I'll just go through all 3 playthroughs then. And totally ignore the thing that it warned me itself by saying it is not for people who are easily disturbed. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Ghost Under the Light. You know, I'm already intrigued by the title. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. You know what? That was cool. I liked that one. That was deep. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because I'm dumb. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I mean, that was to be expected, though, considering she was, like, the smartest one of the club, right? And poetry itself is a very sophisticated demeanor. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Sorry, Jenny's messaging me and she's not in the greatest of moods, so I'm trying to appease her a little bit before she gets to bed. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, G-Dude. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yuri's winning you over? I don't know. I feel like she has got some sick, twisted thing in her pretty purple eyes and long purple blue hair. Sorry, I'm colorblind. I don't even know the difference. You usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. I mean, I think I'm still team, oh my gosh, Sayori. Like, I just like her bubbly personality and then just her ditzy thinking. I'm into it. I'm into it. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. However, she is moving up on my list. I think Natsuki is my least favorite thus far, just because she seems very uninterested in you all the time, and I don't like those standoffish people, even if it is through being shy. Because she's being shy, but she's not being dismissive to me. Lingering in the past remains place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Oh, that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. No! She burned the eggs? Is the toast still okay? Please tell me the toast lives. There always has to be at least one survivor. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. A little whiny brat. Tell your friends he came back and he brought the unfunny with him. Woohoo. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. What is she counting on me for? You cannot spoil the toast. Okay. Good. I'm glad I have some surprises left here. Okay, let's see what Monica has to say. I also like her green eyes a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay. Hi, G-Dude! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yeah, the toast is a major turning point in the game story. Okay, good. There was a warning for a reason. Oh jeez, I already drank the whole water bottle. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, G-Dude. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. Just my hair is all crazy and touching my butt because it's so long. But that's sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Hey, are you saying that I wrote I like breakfast? Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well. So will she point out the person that you matched up with the most? Or will she just say that because we're good friends? Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Like, she's a girl, I'm a boy. Yeah, the toast is me. How does Monica take a seat without... There's no way she doesn't, which means that she confirms farts on her hair. And that's a little unsettling. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when you're reading your poem. sure you're not reading it to it much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, the Yuri's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either, you know? Like, there's another girl in this club, right here. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, but you can see my wiener. She's the scariest of all because it turns out she changed the setting of the toaster costume. But look how happy she looks. She did that? That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. And it's me. I suit you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, she don't know. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read them. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. Yeah, it is spackle. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. A real blind. Wait, I'm real blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? You love me now? Why didn't you love me before? And what did I do to earn your love? Yeah. It's very... That was deep. I can see why she's the president. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of extra weird background noise. I had my window open and I was too lazy to shut it because it just feels really nice. You want to know this now? Am I about to get bad news? Are you just buttering me up for something? You're not breaking up with me, are you? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. There's no bad news? Okay. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not so I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew. No one noticed the giant mountain in my pants. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Good. I'm glad I'm still in Happy Land. I enjoy Happy Land. Whew. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Oh, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Gigi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Actually, in a 6-hour playthrough I watched, this part you're on, he got to in 30 minutes. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm really good at this game.
which I haven't yet.
I wish I haven't yet. And G-Dude liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Suki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member here.
That's not what I. You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that G-Dude appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? You know what? I wasn't the one who was post magic maker inside the bag as soon as G-Dude starts showing up.
Oh, shit! Natsuki. That's okay. That's a little. This doesn't involve you.
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as they just noticed I was standing there. Dude, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Maybe you should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Judy.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Let's see, avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, G-Dude? I don't care if it takes a long time or not, as long as Travis sees through. That's all I care about. I am definitely into this. This cat fight is scary. You lied to me. Uh-oh. Well. Oh my gosh, look, a distraction. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh god. Oh. Okay, so I was definitely more interested in Yuri's writing. I'm also slightly more interested in her as a character. But you guys also said that Yuri is always the playthrough that is seen, which then makes me want to say, let's do a bitch out and get Sayori involved and have her hate me. But she's my favorite and I don't want to upset her. I'm in a pickle, boys. I'm in a pickle. Okay, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, Natsuki hasn't been impressing me, but I also didn't want to, like, pick Yuri and have that be the... Okay, let's see. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Huh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
G-Dude. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
Why is she being stuck up? You're the one who's being all proud and, you know, I'm the youngest. Ooh. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. I mean, you are being immature.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends! I just want everyone to get along and be happy! My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences! Natsuki's poems! They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Everyone's so talented. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you're very, very clever with the amount of words that you use because you're so smart and stuff. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Massive, giant melons just hanging there. Big and beautiful.
You know what? If I ever need a pep talk, I would love for the size of my boobs to get brought up. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. I love Sayori. She's my girl so far. So this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper. So this is why Sayori is vice president. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Wow, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that again. Monica is not a robot. She's a very pretty girl who has feelings and is deep. How dare you say such things about my number 2 girl? Maybe number 3. Definitely not number 4. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I'd hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. You can count on me? Maybe? Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Weirdly passionate considering she's second worst. I don't, like, her and Yuri are pretty close for me, but, like, Natsuki is a very distant last. I don't know. Because, like, that whole petty thing that Yuri just did kind of knocked off some points with her, where she was just kind of like, I don't want to be here, which I honestly, in that situation, probably would have done too. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Jaded, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. You have an announcement. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Your announcement is that you're not funny? That's okay. I like to think I'm funny, even though I probably know I'm not.
Dude, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Oh, what do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just thought that they were kind of a little bitchy. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew.
If I joined the literature club, would you pick me? That'd be pretty cool, I think. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I would. But, you know, maybe. I would have to read your poem first. You know, poem says a lot about you, because that's how you express yourself. If you wrote about breakfast, maybe.
Phew. You know, G-Dude, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but I want to get in all of their pants. Doesn't really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds. I know you brought it up earlier, but I will confirm. I absolutely steamrolled Valkyries. Beat 80% of them my first try. Very nice. Why is Mike being mean? Mike is being mean to me. Let's see. We'll just say future holds Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. You guys can see, he's bullying me. Roses are red. On the inside, I'm dead. These girls are cool, but should date me instead. You know what? That was beautiful. That was, you know what? I do. I choose you every time. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh gosh, okay. So, I want to try and do Sayori because she's wonderful. Roses are red, roses are red, roses are red, roses are red. So I see that you went for Natsuki's approach where you're just speaking through what is happening right at this moment, correct? Okay, you know what? Awesome, yep. Okay, what screams rainbow? You know what? Doki Doki. Oh, really? That was her? I don't want... Friends. Yes. Okay. Good. Beauty? Uncontrollable? Pleasure? Dang it! Jumpy. Dang it! Sunset was her. I remember that. You know what? She has to be Lollipop, right? What? Nope. I disagree. I disagree with your assessment. Okay, good. Imagination. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Love? Yeah. Chocolate. Dang it. I guess all the foods do relate to her since she's the baker. I guess that makes sense. What? She is not Giggle. She has not giggled once. You know who's giggled a shit ton? Yeah. I know. I'm blowing it, man. I'm blowing it. No, cute as her. Cute as her. Vacation? Summer? Dang it! Smile. Yep. Okay. Good. Ooh. Hope. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, we're making a comeback, boys. We're making a comeback. We're making a comeback. Valentine. No, you're not Valentine. Shit down. Dance. Yeah, okay. Woo! Woo! Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Sorry, I was an opportunity and went for it. We're making a poem. I don't know what to choose. Writing is hard. That was my Natsuki impression. This game is hard. People are dumb. I am people. I am dumb. Let's see. Natsuki's gonna fail. Fall head over heels for you. I don't want to. I didn't want it. I wanted nothing of it. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Let's see. Considering it's already 9:30 here, depending on how long this one goes, we'll probably go until I write another poem and then I'll save it and probably call it an end so I'm not up too terribly late. Another day passes, time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, G-Dude! Yo, Sayori! What up, girl? Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey! I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. I hate being called Benny. Then again, I called you Mikey, so I guess it's deserved. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard Mike being called Mikey. It might become a new thing now, though. Especially now that Mike says that everyone hates me. Jerk. Oh, I'm going to be leaving you on a cliffhanger? I don't want to do that. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. I want to get laid. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that? All of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with her latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Whoa! Oh boy. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Okay. She is in bed, so I can focus. Let's see. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Uh-huh. Yuri! Tell Jaden to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy that one. You can be responsible. Blah, blah. You should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Whoa, 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 Yuri, you're speaking a lot of logic here, and you're making it sound like I should not buy an Oculus because I don't have the money for it. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that. The MC gives off such... What's wrong with MC? He's okay. He writes a story for us. That's nice.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Oh, there's a devil inside of you, girl? I don't... Is that foreshadowing? Is she the devil? This game's getting deep. What did I do to you? He is a real douche at times, though. What's going on? Why can't we all love each other in the chat? Don't let her fool you. Or don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh, she just got smacked.
Ah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Oh, what was? Huh? A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Sayori hugs the cookie.
Jeez,
just eat it. Bruh moment. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good. So good.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate! Yeah, I think I gave that one.
No, I like chocolate. No, I'm being betrayed.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Hee!
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me!
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today.
This is heartbreaking. Yeah. Well, thank you, little bighorn. I'm glad you're concerned about everything. Uh-oh.
She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. Yay! You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
Makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Why does she keep looking at us? Yay! That's cool. That sounds cool. I don't know why we can't be with her. Clearly we're destined. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, G-Dude. Oh, look at her silently all sweetly. Does she have to lean forward to smile sweetly? Like, who just goes... It's weird. It's a meme. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Got her! Oy. Monica is perfect? I think so. Well, actually, I'm still team Sayori. There's just something about her. It's adorable. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
G-Dude!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
Ah, I see. She is so sweet. I like her. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll go be nice. We'll be back soon.
Oh, are you going with Jada to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, G-Dude?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori? What exactly are we doing for the festival? Anyway, Sayori, stop. Oh my gosh. Every time I say Sayori, Sayori thinks that I'm talking to her. I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica had it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. we're gonna do a poetry performance.
Performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah, that sounds kind of dull.
Gee, dude, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie! I'm working super hard on this, you know.
Bye, Cool Bum. Have fun. She is too adorable. She is way too cute. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that's embarrassing. I'm blushing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, G-Dude. This classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission and, plow me.
Whoa, the mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to pull myself up in my room more and more. So going and venturing with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too. Crayola. They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Oh, I dropped one by accident.
Mac.
Ah!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor, and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow!
You okay?
My forehead!
Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori.
But it hurts!
Just do it for a second. It's a good thing I am a wound nurse and am literally qualified to assess this wound and take proper action. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find some ice.
Gee, dude.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do? You don't have to.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it really will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, G-Dude. This kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious and sometimes. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. I kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Gee, dude, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. It really is, sweetheart.
Right? I feel like the like dude of all of these type of stories is always a balance between jerk and actually a decent person. Because they want to make sure all of their girls are good, but that's just so there's another girl to get. So it's like, don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you're best friends for so long. I feel like he's kind of a bad guy, and Sayori just has like mild Stockholm and thinks he's amazing. You might be onto something there.
Really? Maybe you're right. G-Dude, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are... I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside. When I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Ah!
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the clubroom. Oh, you're back! Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
But anyway, I like how she's like, yeah, you know, that sounds about right. Let's move on with our day. I know, it's so happy. Why is everyone being so mean to me? Were you able to find everything we needed?
I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, J-Dude. Oh, well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Yeah, you see that on Facebook? All of the people? A bunch of bullies the GoldenDudez are. But usually I'd include it in that banter, so I'm not really that innocent myself. TBH. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Okay, I guess we'll just go down the line like last time. You're bored and you're back? Well, welcome back, MC. AKA Cool Ben.
J-Dude, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Huh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes. Like something. But I don't think it's that.
But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Huh?
Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like
cooking!
Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Huh? I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head, and I hit her bump. What a jerk. Well, good luck in finding some good food. I'm sure Sayori would do the same.
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know?
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, G-Dude. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Hee.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. I mean, I was trying to, and I was failing miserably because it ended up being Nitsuki for half of it.
Hee.
Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap!
Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. Oh my gosh, she's gonna hit her head again, isn't she? But being inattentive, tourist around and she bumps right into me.
Sorry!
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sarah clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
It was so, happy, and then it became so sad at the end. I don't like it when all of her smiling friends aren't smiling. She's distraught. Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't go ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a little different.
I guess I just want to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, This kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. But what if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. So far, I'm not seeing her prodigy writing prowess here.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being.
Yeah, she's definitely bottom tier of the gals thus far. I really don't understand why all of the things have her as like bubbly, cloud. Like, I got the food ones because she bakes, whatever. But the other ones just don't describe her poetry or personality at all so far.
Like, anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks mine. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure.
Oh, guilty pleasures. This is probably somewhat among them. Though so far this has been pretty normal. But Danganronpa can be hard to explain to people. Same with Xenoblade. They might be hiding their true selves, and I feel like that's kind of a theme because, like, Sayori's got a little creepy at the end there, and she's like, I've been getting in touch with my feelings lately, and that makes me kind of sad that she's might not be the bubbly person I wanted her to be. You know what? Still less scary than Resident Evil, but it's getting there. Once I see that burnt toast, it's probably gonna get scarier.
Something you're afraid of people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna
Pardon me.
I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it.
Are you still mad at me? Huh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday, because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. I just like chocolate. Oh yeah, lizard monster. Well, actually, she turns into a burnt piece of toast. Meaning when I disrespected her. I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please, don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki or Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. No, she thinks you like Natsuki more. This is awful. I know! This is not good. This is not good. We need to kill her. We need to kill her quick. We need to make her toast and burn it. I didn't realize we were going to be the ones burning the toast, but it happened. So far, my favorite girl is Sayori. But I like Sayori. Yuri's pretty cool. And Monica. Those are easily the top three. But Sayori's definitely number one. I will. Little Bighorner. You know better than that. Don't be disrespecting me like that. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. Little Bighorner, you're spreading lies. You're spreading lies. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her. But it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to the request. Really? We're just gonna stop talking to her like that because she misread something? We didn't even read her poem! Hey Genji dude! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. Those are fighting words. Who would you pick? I'll take that. As long as it's not being bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Take the bait? Never. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, you're hot. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their shared time. I hate that the game thinks that I'm actually for her. Game is betraying me. When does Monokuma come out? She doesn't have a fun personality, do you? I feel like she's just kind of the one that's kind of the narrator of choosing, oh god. Monokuma comes out, probably in the fourth chapter, I would say. You're in and you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? I don't know, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. Oh gosh. Is this just Danganronpa 2.0? Yeah, no, Danganronpa is a really interesting game to explain to people and why I enjoy it. Yeah, no, it's really cool. You know, you get to build friendships, and if you become friends good enough with them, they'll give you your panties. It's really cool. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony. Big word that I English good. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tan. Why did we bring math into this all of a sudden? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Oh my gosh. Why are all these getting so dark? Load me? Load you? Is this an invitation to your pants? I accept. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Yeah, I'll load the shit out of that girl. Cacophony. Cacophonies. Cacophonies. I believe you. I believe you in your Englishing. I too English well. Believe it or not, I was actually in AP Literature my senior year, somehow, some way. Let's see. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. It's about you and my pants. AP Lit actually wasn't too bad because my professor enjoyed my sarcasm to the point where he actually highlighted points where I was being funny and wrote, haha, that was funny, and I would actually get A's on papers. Unlike AP Lang, where I sucked because he was not appreciative of my sarcasm, and it was not good. you used your skills from AP Lit to one day read visual novels. And I'm proud of it. I mean, if high school isn't for anything, it's so I can read this in front of other people. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I feel like she's telling me something. God, there are so many pages. Wait. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come stand at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, start of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Slam, poetry, loud noises. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. I would totally 100% call dibs on that specific slam poetry performance. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
But I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. It's shit. Because 2 of the 4 of us hate talking to people. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
Okay, let's see. Couldn't be bothered doing anything with effort, so I just toasted some Eggos and a piece of leftover. Hey, French, I was saying, breakfast for dinner. It's the shit. It's not a bad call. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. Oh gosh. I'm glad that you're excited. I will definitely be streaming it at some point because I am enjoying it. and like the whole just 4 voices thing is very up my alley. Just, you know, I can handle it very easily, and I enjoy games like this because it's very easy for me to actually remember to go back to chat. Because when I get caught up playing a game like Borderlands or Mario, I sometimes get so involved in beating the level that I kind of forget to look at the chat. Or because I'm looking at the chat, it's really affecting my gameplay and I just suck. So this is a nice one because, you know, I can click a button. That I can manage. If we start the event and each put a good on performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Like getting loaded? Well, let's see. That's a very big question here. So do you like playing games with no objective that let you do whatever you want while also letting you please your inner sense of destruction that all people secretly possess? I believe that sounds something that's up my alley. I would say yes. Because especially when I'm streaming mindless things or like no clear objectives that are difficult to reach are very, very easy to do. And I like to see just how, because like I like horror, I like creepy things, so I'm totally yes. That does sound like Just Cause, doesn't it? That would probably be actually a game that would be right up my alley. That Goat Simulator. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. They remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get it over with.
Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? But I know a game you would love, and it's called Fireworks Mania. I'm already into it by the title. It's a fun $11 romp that gives you all the fireworks you could want with no limits. Your frames per second can imitate Microsoft PowerPoint. That sounds crazy. Yeah, Yatsuki is just crazy in every sort of way. I agree. Her hair, her personality. She's just all over the place. I hope I like her a little more later, because like I like it when I like all the characters. What's about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Ah, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. The game also has buildings with open doors, a church, and a gas station, and of course, you're free to place fireworks in or around all of them. So the purpose is literally just to light up the sky with fireworks, and there's no bad thing about it. That's pretty dope. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? Well, if that is what the game's about, then maybe I'll give it a look. I'm guessing it's on Steam. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale. The game also allows you to place propane tanks that can lighter and... Oh gosh. I'm sure that just causes destruction. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes that recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxious glances at each other. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. And if you do some digging in the closed pawn shop, you might just find something special waiting for you. More fireworks. So what could be in a pawn shop that would explode? This poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire of Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. most of the objects strewn around town, fences, signs, benches, are affected by the fireworks, so you can let it rip and find a piece of fence on the other side of the street. That's always fun. I like experimenting with explosions. It's your poems that'll come out the best that way.
Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even you didn't like that. I guess it's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. Okay, you know what? Everyone who's on this stream has homework to do. We all have to write a poem, and next time I stream, we're going to recite all of them. And it's going to be beautiful. Spoiler alert, mine might be a lot about breakfast. Okay. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay!
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Cheater. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. I just want to let Cheater lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Bitch! Oh, geez, you want a poetry contest? That's pretty cool. I don't think I have ever once in my life gotten awarded anything for my writing because it's pretty average. Like, I'm good at selling personal tales, I suppose. Like, back when I was in high school, where I got this medallion here, it was a church retreat called Kairos that you had to give a talk at. And I would like to think that mine was pretty good, but it's, you know, a story about your own life, and I'm very comfortable about sharing anything about myself, so it wasn't too hard for me to be very personal about it.
Natsuki!
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me to make me feel terribly awkward. Oh, you've done Kairos, Little Big Horner? Yeah, I did it too. I wear my cross every day. So the one that I had to do was Results of God's Friendship. That was my specific talk that I had to give, recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. Poem?
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me?
Because you're presenting!
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? It was definitely my big, if I ever actually gave my talk, you would know that Kairos made a very big impression on me as well. It definitely got me through what I needed to my junior year, that's for sure. Here's your poem. Dogs can bark, cats can meow, cows can moo, humans can try. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I see that you take a lot from Natsuki. But that's okay. That's okay. We all have flaws. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Even easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so.
But I guess that, in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get into practice before the festival, okay? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? Okay, another question. Have furries ever scared you in any way? It depends. Well, the Furbies. Are you talking about the actual, Furby that is the creepy toy that'll randomly talk to you and they're demonic? Yes. People who are into animal-like things, depends on how animal-like it is. But, you know. I forgot when I became a furry in our little channel here. I think it was Danganronpa's fault. Yeah, no, the toy is terrifying. I know somebody who literally took the batteries out of the Furby and it's still talking when we put it away in the closet. It was possessed, I swear. I swear it. Make sure you pick a poem and get into practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Mwah. No problem, you know, it's... Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Wait, is there actually a game? A horror game based off of a Furby? Because that would actually terrify my very soul.
I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. This game's a steal at just $5. Most microtransactions cost more than this game. Oh, I know the game you're talking about. I saw. Yeah, according to Mike, he says that he's really looking forward, or not looking forward to. He's really been enjoying the gameplay so far. Because I've really liked Resident Evil 7. And he said that this game is better in every way. So that gives me hope. So I definitely want to get my hands on it. I don't know if I got the $60 to spend on it anytime soon. But I definitely am hoping to... I'll probably do what I did for Resident Evil 3 and wait for it to go on sale on Steam or something. Because I got Resident Evil 3 for like $15, I think, which is pretty good. Which I still haven't beaten that, but I'm almost done. Let's see. I stand up. I must be Slim Shady. I can send you the Steam page for the game if you're interested, because I mean, Spoopy Furbies definitely does sound like something I would enjoy. It's like me and Mike are the only two on the channel that actually enjoy horror games. So it would definitely either be me or Mike who would play it. There's no way to be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get it through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. That's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? That's okay, Judah. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home, Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot. Or you're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk home with Sayori. Yeah, I am faithful to my girl. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, G-Dude. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was a good answer. Let's see. The game takes place in Christmas of 1998, so if that tickles your fancy, then that's great. Wow, so I can play it for Halloween and Christmas. That's a 2-for-1 special right there. The conversation trails off. It's
kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. We still need to give her our poem. We said we were going to give her the poem. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time. No, we never gave her the poem! Okay. Oy. Dang it. Nope, 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 nope. Load. Load. Yep. Whew! That was, wait. These are completely different, huh. Interesting. I'm not a cheater. I just, you know, finger slipped. You know, I wanted to make sure I was getting the right answer. But it's already almost 11 o'clock here. I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning, so I should probably call it a night right now. I've been enjoying this game so far. Hopefully now that we're into it, it won't take as long to get through it. I don't know exactly how far I am in the play. It's like Nick is playing all of a sudden. Does he cheat? Yeah, I know. It's been fun. If I did not have work tomorrow, I would totally continue playing through because I'm definitely enjoying this. So hopefully I can get to to streaming again. I'll see how next week looks. I'll see if Pat still isn't feeling into it, maybe I can do a Tuesday stream in place of him. Otherwise, I can do Wednesday probably again, or Thursday. We'll play around it. But thanks for coming, everybody. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. I am very curious to see when this toast gets burnt. Because so far it's still been a pretty happy go time game. So I don't know exactly how far I got in it, but I've been enjoying it. But the good news is I'm not even going to save it now, so the whole cheating thing didn't even really matter because I'm just going to get to it when I play next time. But, bye everyone. I'll let the Discord know when I'm planning on streaming again. Bye. Bye.